Alright, hello everybody. Thanks for being patient as I figure this shit out. For some reason it just will not play on my phone. Um, let's try restarting the app. Hello. Hello. Okay, cool, it is working. Awesome. Okay. Music. I'm gonna have to look way over there to see the chat, but we got this. So, today, as you can see, no, down here, I think, we are going to be building Sakura Franky from One Piece. Super cool. He's not really, he's only seen like I think once, but I really liked the design, and for Colossalcon Prime, I am going with a whole group of Frankies, which is going to be freaking awesome. A whole Frankie house. So we're all doing different styles of Frankie. We're probably going to wear this like group to other Colossalcons and other conventions and stuff. But yeah, this one is the one that I thought I could quickly do, and I thought it was super cute. So we're gonna attempt to make him in before Colossalcon Prime, which is in less than 2 weeks. We have 10 days to make him, starting now. So, the main issue that I am worried about is actually like his shoulder pieces. Everything else I think is going to be super easy, but the other challenge of this cosplay is that I am doing it on a budget. So, I know a lot of people don't like the brand Shein. Go ahead and fight me on how you say that. I don't care. Um, but for the purpose of challenging myself and doing this budget friendly, I am going to attempt to make this almost the entire cosplay out of stuff from Shein. So, step one, we have the bikini bottoms. So this is the bikini bottom. It's just a red striped bikini. So there's the top. I probably won't even use. I'll probably wear this for something else. This also came with like some cute pants, but again, not for the cosplay. Just really just bought this for this one piece. Uh, get it? Piece. We should do a shot every time I say one piece. But anywho, so yeah, we have the bottoms for this cosplay already done. Like I said, I'm not really entering this in any competitions, so just having a buying a few pieces really isn't gonna phase me. I'm also going to very quickly make a story on my Instagram that I am live. So, excuse me while I do that. Okay, story. Hey guys, I am officially live on Twitch. I am taking forever to get things figured out because this is my first time streaming on Twitch and setting up like an actual streaming setup. Usually I'm just like click and have a camera on like this, but I tried to be a little bit more official, even though like this isn't really too like professional. I'm just kind of having fun and wanted to document my making of Frankie without having to sit here and film with this camera because that can be kind of annoying. So I'm gonna try streaming, see how this goes. Come hang out, say hello, watch, put me on in the background, and just stalk or whatever, I guess. Just we'll have it on in the background. I don't care. Um, Hope you all are having an amazing Saturday, and come hang out if you can. Alright, so add the link, paste. I'm actually gonna keep these like on camera for now. I don't know. They might be cute. Just like it looks like just panties, but come hang out. Exclamation mark done. Shloop. Add to stories. Ah, this is a lot more work than it needs to be, but we'll see. So, I don't even know where I want to start. I just brought like a bunch of my supplies up here. Well, first of all, I have to open this gigantic bag of stuff. Um, for some reason, this was not in this gigantic bag. It was kind of just another piece. So, yeah. But anywho, I'm gonna open this up. I also ordered some other things specifically for myself. So, just deciphering like which is which. I think this is like a different thing that I got for myself. These are gonna be fun. Okay, so I got I think I got more than one pair of nude, yeah. So I got a couple different nude tights so that I can do his leg pieces without having to sew. Hopefully they work. And then I got 3 pink afros. So there's one of them. And then the main thing are these. Hopefully this crinkling isn't too loud. I got these foam mats. Looks like there's a few holes in them, but it's pretty smooth on one side. That's what I was worried about. It's like it not being smooth. But yeah, these pink mats are gonna be for his arm pieces. So super, yeah, super. Okay, so foam mat pieces, and then I got this head pretty much for myself for like holding wigs. I need more of these, honestly. So yeah, got this for holding all the insane amount of wigs that I have. So 1, 2, and 3 afros. This is also something else that I got for myself. Cute new pants. This I don't actually know what it is. So let's just open this right away. Ah. Oh, okay. This is a water pump for. Okay. It is something I got for my cat for his water thing kind of broke, so. And then I also got those for myself. Okay. This is the end of the bag. Excuse the crinkling. Sorry. Okay. So, swimsuit bottom, and then we have the top for the base. I should probably wash these before I actually do anything with them, so I might not start with this. But, yeah, so we got like his cute top, and then the bottoms already, and basically, I'm gonna add those like flower petals across this, so it'll be like, probably with like, I was hoping that this would work. This is, basically a puff fabric paint. Dimensional fabric paint is technically what this is called, but it's puffy paint. So I was gonna try and mix these 2 colors to get like a cool pink that he has on his shirt. And then just draw that on there. So I'd stretch it out and then do that. So we have the top and the bottoms already. Again, I don't want to sew, so this is the whole like theme of the project is what can I do without sewing? Because that takes forever. Like I can do it, but okay, these are freaking cool. So I needed new slides, and these aren't as comfy as I thought they would be. Sad face. Maybe they are comfy. I needed new slides because I always wear slides at conventions because my feet get tired, and I'm always in like heels for a lot of my cosplays, so I wanted something that would be cool and still comfy. These are Definitely comfier than I thought. Definitely comfier than obviously wearing full on, what am I, like full on heels. Yeah. Or cosplay shoes. These aren't terrible. Not the most comfy, but not terrible. So, yeah. I don't have to wear my ugly Adidas slides. If you guys have seen me at conventions, you know what I'm talking about. So, and they actually have like a legit bottom, so these are cute. Okay, so now I need to decide what I'm gonna do today, actually. I think I want to make the frame first, because, like I said, that's gonna be like the frame for like under his shoulder pads, because those are gonna be the hardest part. So these, I thought were gonna be like a thicker material, but it looks like they're literally just sheer tights. I'm a little worried if these are gonna work. These guys look a little thicker, so they might not be as sheer. Those definitely look sheer. Also, it's pretty close to my skin tone. Maybe a little bit more color than it needs to have. Okay, these are going to work. Yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Good. I have a front and a back. I can never tell the front and the back on these things. I'm just gonna slip it out over my leggings just to see how much it really stretches and doesn't stretch and how like off it is to my color. Okay, that's not bad. Definitely does get stretched out, but for the most part is sheer enough that I think it will hold the paint. Fingers crossed. So, yeah. QL. Alright, so. Yeah, these I think are just too thin. They are like a completely different color though. Probably too dark, but they are really sheer, so. Oh, also I don't like these seams because I mean I'm gonna be in a bikini, so the seams kind of matter. How are the seams on this one? Oh yeah, the seams are great on this one. The seams won't be no, I'm just gonna wear that one no matter what. That is the one. This one is very yeah, this isn't gonna work. Yeah. Okay. So I won't waste time trying this one on. Just gonna throw this back in and off to the side. Okay. Now I have all these extra ones, which will be nice. So all of the bottoms stuff. I don't know, was that fine there? That was fine there, probably. Okay. I need reference photo. Yeah, so this is who I am cosplaying. It kind of has like a scalloped bottom, which is what I kind of got like. It kind of reminded me of these like little ruffles at the bottom of the shirt. That's kind of like ruffly. It's not quite like how his is. His is a lot more like, but I like the cute little dainty ruffles, I think. Hmm. Yeah, I think the hardest part of this is going to be the shoulders, so I should probably open these up and see if they're even fluffy enough. Also, yeah, I'm I picked an easy cosplay, but it's a lot. These are actually really, really fluffy. Heck yeah. Okay. Also, like, tangled in itself? Excuse me. Okay. Okay, these are like really fluffy, but like also I can see the wig underneath it, so I should have a fro pick somewhere, like a somewhere I have it. I know I do. Oh my god. Okay, hold on a second. That's like actually super fluffy already. I'm okay. You know that moment when you like come to terms with the fact that you're gonna be cosplaying somebody and you're just like, okay, yeah, sorry. Trying not to scream, but yes, I think I can add like a strap down here and then like something to connect to like this guy. What I saw one of my friends did, they did like a buckle in the back, and they did like full like Franky, but they had like a buckle across their back to connect it. So I think like a mixture of all of that is gonna be great. And hold on a second, I'm gonna actually go get a pick really quick and see if I can make these fluffy. Hello. Okay. Wish there was a way to like play music while also watching these. So, I'm not sure when you joined, but we've already pretty much got the shoulders figured out. We just need to figure out how to connect them to my arm. Eh, it's so fluffy already. But yeah. Do you have like these that I could make her a little bit fluffier? That's so cool how it just gets. I'm worried about these parts that are like if you look on the inside, the wefts are sewn like so far apart. So it's pretty thin wig, but yeah. So also has these things on the inside, but yeah, I'm really just in the stage of what do I want to do first? I'll say if any of you guys cosplay, like let me know. How do you decide what you do first? You just do it? You know what would be actually be really cool actually is if I had a net that was pink. Because as I'm looking at this, like this is staying together really well. I wonder if I have other nets I could put. You know what? I'm gonna hold these off because I think I'm gonna do something like that with the net. The pink net. They're gonna make pink nets, huh? Do they? This is hard to put back together. Okay. Do we want to start? I don't even know. Could start with this, and then when I wash it, it will test if it's actually washable. Scissors. I know I have two scissors up here. Hold on. Cut the tags off of it first. Let me see. Hey, it's going pretty good, and yeah, it is a lot of planning. That's what I just opened everything, so I'm still in the planning stages of like, what do I actually want to do? I want to cut off this tag. I still am on camera here? Okay, cool. Pesky tags. Okay. Uh, I don't think that cardboard's gonna be thick enough. Yeah, I cannot see the chat on my phone. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Okay. I can see y'all's chat now. I think I'm gonna cut this box up and use it. Possibly. Okay. It's the box of like films that I have in here. I wasn't sure what I was gonna use for the base. But anywho, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this. I'm going to stretch it out so that it can stretch. When I put it on. Should probably check if it even fits. Okay. It is definitely see-through. Yay me. But it does fit. So, I might still need to wear something underneath it. Or like a cute bra at least. Anywho. Is this box really that dusty? Oh my gosh. Okay. At least it has like that little cut in the front. It comes down a little bit, so I can tell which way's which. So if you have it stretched out, then when you put the fabric paint on it, it won't be flaky, in theory. In theory. Okay. Back to the reference photo. Okay, so this photo, they're like... I guess they are just kind of straight across. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna need a toothpick. Hold on a second. Did I miss anything? How is everybody's Saturday going? I feel like it's super hot here, but I'm not complaining because I love hot weather. I already did like a bunch of pink in here already. Okay, so what do I need? A bunch of white. And I forgot is a paintbrush. I don't think I have them up here. I'll be back again. So that's the one thing about not having a craft room is I have just cosplay stuff everywhere. Left work early because I'm sick, so it's going death. I'm sorry you're feeling sick. Um, what are you like sick with? I know I've been like having allergies, but that's not like sick, I guess. That's just allergies. Being sick is never fun no matter what it is, though. Probably don't want to put too much red in here to make this color. This really does not update chat. So I'll be a little slow at responding, I apologize. Okay, toothpick. This is not working according to plan. Way too much red in there. Oh, shit. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, it's working. Better. Yes. Oh my gosh, this looks really pretty, actually. I'm gonna use like all of my white though, sad face. It's okay, you can always get more. So apparently if you heat this up with like a heat gun or like a hair dryer, it will expand more. Um, I don't necessarily think I need to have this be quite three-dimensional. I want it to more just look like it was printed on, so I will not be heating it up. I'm just trying to make it pink. And so yeah, it's more about the design than the three-dimensional piece of it. Also, yeah, guys, this is my first time streaming, so let me know how the setup is working, if you can hear me well, if there's like background noises that are terrible. Any tips are always appreciated. Probably the cold Russ and Morgoo have. I didn't even know that they have a cold. Oh no. Y'all better be like all healthy by the time I get there. I'm not trying to get sick. I said we actually have like 4 people in here. So hi guys. Is everybody going to Colossalcon Prime or where did you come from? How did you know about me in my stream today? I don't know why I'm opening this. I literally don't need it yet. Okay, I need paintbrushes, which are here. Thank you for the follow! Crimson Potato and Morgoo. Thank you so much for following. What brush do I want to use? Probably one of my crappy brushes. It's not really crappy. It's gonna be my first time using a brush to put puppy paint on. I usually use like squeeze it out and then I mix it with a toothpick while it's on there, but like the last time I did it like that, I did it for Queen Sonia and you could totally see like the different like swirl marks and colors in it. I'm not sure how great this is, but yeah, it's like got swirl marks in it of the red and the white. It's like when you put milk and coffee and you just see the 2 different ones and they're not quite combined yet. Maybe if I just spend more time mixing it. Yeah. Found it through the cosplay tag. Oh, awesome. It's good to hear. So, do you cosplay often, or do you just like watching cosplayers? This is quite stinky. How long have I been cosplaying? I don't even know. Actually, not very long. Gosh, probably like after 2020, once things start opening it up again. Because I think like during 2020 is when I started crafting and like sewing and stuff, and then it's probably like since 2020, 2021, kind of. So when I started cosplaying and like crafting and stuff. And I actually started with going to the Renaissance Fair. I didn't even start with like actual conventions, even though there's one like locally here. And also a lot of my friends go to like conventions. I just did not know that until I went to one and I was all like, wow, I actually know a lot of people. Okay, so it's like mostly up the shirt. You know what I should do is I should chalk it out before I fucking ruin the shirt. Okay, so mid shirt there's one, and then they just like to the side of each. I think something like that. Also, like I can barely see this design that I'm drawing here, so you guys probably can't. But yeah, I would say that peak is about in the middle. And then comes down. And the point is kind of here. Yeah, this one is kind of smaller. Bring it out and up. And then this actually comes up pretty high. Less gap. I always tell people, like, when it comes to cosplay, having, like, already having skills is definitely helpful. Like, I've been drawing my whole life. So when like, drawing and sculpting things my whole life. So when I started cosplaying and like I was really good at anything that involved like drawing and painting because I draw and paint all the time already since I was like really young. Um, when it comes to sewing, obviously, if you were here at the beginning of the stream, I do not like sewing. I'm not great at it because I just started like only a few years ago sewing, and so like it's hard. Versus this is just like it's pretty easy, but like yeah, painting and sculpting all my jam. Sewing, not so much. I would rather sculpt and make a whole entire armor piece than sew a dress. And I also like doing characters that don't have to be perfect. Like, for example, my very first cosplay was Barbarian Armor Link. If you check out my Instagram at KDJ, KDJAE, you can see him. But, you know, when you're cosplaying as a barbarian, like, it's not really about perfection as much because you're a barbarian. You're supposed to look dirty and grungy. Whereas if you cosplay, like, I also cosplayed Queen Sonia from Zelda, and I found her to be a lot more difficult because, like, she's a beautiful queen, so she's supposed to be pretty perfect, but so. Also sewing a dress. That was terrible. It's pretty even. Okay, let me get caught up on comments here. You also build. That's very cool. I love meeting new cosplays and seeing what people build. You sent a mobile link for this and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't message. Well, it looks like you can message now. You sound like a somebody I don't want in my chat. Goodbye. Just for your info, if you are new to Twitch, you'll get a lot of messages like that one above, but it's bots. Yeah, I figured. Probably just ban them. Spammer. Ban. Sorry. um, yeah, I'm not new to like watching on Twitch or like social media in general, so I can kind of tell when people are trying to scam me. But thank you so much for watching out for me. Sewing is very freaking scary. Let me tell you, I've spent more time seam ripping things than actually sewing things, I feel like. And yeah, I love armors too. I'm actually in in the beginning parts of a very intense and very scary armor piece. And I don't want to talk about it. Mainly because I started it, messed it up, and I don't know. It's just overwhelming at this point. So I gave myself a break, but I should definitely get back to it because I bought a lot of expensive pieces for it. So I should just do it. I know I can do it. It's just scary. Things are scary. New things are always scary. Doesn't mean it's bad though. Can you guys hear the music at all, or is that mostly just for me? I know Twitch doesn't really like us using stuff that could get us like copyrighted stuff, so yeah. But I need music while I work, or else I'll go crazy. These are super cute. I am enjoying these quite a lot. Okay, I need to go back and check. So this one might need to come down more for the point. More like that. Okay, so there. Can you see that? Possibly? If I just do this. So those are the sketches. Like I said, I believe these are supposed to be like flower petals, so they're when I think of flower petals, I don't think of them to be perfect, so I'm not going to make them perfect. If I wanted to make them perfect, I would make a stencil and trace that, but we are also full on con crunch mode because, like I said, I have 10 days to actually make this cosplay, which means no streaming schedule, just streaming whenever the heck I have time at this point. So, if you are wanting to keep up, make sure that you have the notification bell on so that you can get notified when I actually go live. Alright, let's hope that this painting works. Okay, I already love the color. If that is the color that it dries, it's going to be amazing. Things don't always dry accordingly, but yes. Thank you so much for the follow! Sheesh! 10 days takes me a year to build one suit. You know, usually I do, for my bigger cosplays, I take about a year as well, like for, well, depends. It really depends, because I work really, really well under pressure. Um, but my first big cosplay that I built was obviously Barbarian Armor Link from Zelda, and that included sewing and foam skills and many other things that probably took me about a year to build off and on. And at that point, I didn't have a place specifically to craft, so I was actually just crafting somewhere else, which slowed me down too because I couldn't really work into the wee hours of the morning. um, but yeah, that one took me about a year, I would say. And then for Queen Sonia, I literally like saw the promo and already started planning in my head that I was gonna cosplay her, and then once the game came out, I was like cramming the game as well as cramming building her because I wanted to wear her to a local con, Kitsune Con. Um, and the game came out like 3 weeks before that convention. So yeah, I built her in 3 weeks. And I didn't even realize that I built her in 3 weeks, or that I only gave myself 3 weeks to build her until like I was at judging and they were like, "How long did this take you?" And I was like, "Well," and I opened up my phone and I looked at my calendar and I was all like, 3 weeks. This took me 3 weeks, guys. And they were like, "No way," because like they knew that the game just came out 3 weeks ago. Um, and when they found out, like I basically started the day the game came out, like I was spending all my time either playing that game or cosplaying, like working on cosplay for her. Um, which is kind of stupid because like I knew I wanted to cosplay her as soon as I saw her in the promo, so I could have had given myself more time, but I wanted to make sure that I was doing her accurately, so I waited until I could buy the game. I got the art book, I got like the collector's edition and all that, so I could do her well. But yeah, when I told the judges that I built her in 3 weeks, they were like, "What?" Wow. Um, so yeah, that was probably my most insane build and most like mentally taxing build because of how fast I built her. I prefer to have more time. Um, but also for this Frankie cosplay that I'm building in 10 days, it's really not as intense as those. Like I said, like I'm not doing any sewing. I am not really I'm doing like a little bit of foam work, but really just his arms and like the silver bands on his arms. Um, if I were to do like the main Frankie where he has like the blue hair, that would take way longer and be a lot harder, is what I kind of came to the conclusion of because, like I said, we're doing like a full Frankie group and we are all supposed to do different versions. And as I was looking at the versions and like the different hairs, I was like, well, first of all, somebody's already doing the whale and the cannon, which are the coolest ones. Um, but also like I don't think I can not only afford but like afford the time to build the arm pieces, you know? And when I saw this version, I was like, because he has literal afros on his arms, like I don't have to build any arm piece, like shoulder piece. I still have to build the arm pieces, but not the shoulder pieces because it's literally just like fluffy afros. So, um, I felt like that was gonna be a lot easier than making those like big beach ball thingies and a lot cheaper. Um, especially since I got everything as cheaply as I could, but yeah. Less time painting and gluing and cutting and making sure the foam looks good. This is looking really cool. I'm enjoying this. Also, I did not mix up enough paint, and paint matching sucks. Yay me. Yeah, so the way I'm doing this, I'm literally just using puffy paint as paint, not as puffy paint, if that makes sense. Like, I don't need this to be three-dimensional, I just need it to be colored. And I'm gonna make sure these lines are nice and crispy. Crispy as fuck. Thank you so much for the follow. Excuse me if I'm a little bit behind on these. I am still figuring out the chat on this because I'm streaming from my computer, which is way over there. So, and if I try to have it loaded up on my phone, then it stops the music, and I need music to work. This is making me very, very happy how this is looking. I love when cosplays look good. and aren't giving me problems. I might have to do multiple like layers on this because I'm not sure if it's like wet or if it's just patchy, but yeah, this is the shirt for anybody who is just joining, drawing the petals. Already had 8 followers. Thank you guys. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to mix up more paint here. So, answer me some questions, guys. What's the next convention that you're going to, and or what is the next cosplay that you are working on? If you're part of my Frankie group, and I know you, I know what you're doing, but let me know how your cosplay's going if you're also building Frankie. Are you stressed and worried about getting it done in time? Because we have 10 days, guys. 10 days. I'm gonna mix up a little bit more paint before I don't have enough paint to paint match. So, this is just puffy paint. We've got a bunch of white and then a little bit of red to make this pretty pink color that is on his shirt. So I don't like to mix with a paintbrush because it tends to ruin the paintbrush, especially since this is puffy paint. This isn't regular paint. And I don't have a painter's spatula. Oh, my foot is asleep. Oh god! I'm such a floor gremlin though, like, you will not catch me working in a chair unless I'm sewing. Maybe that's why I hate sewing so much, because I have to sit in a regular chair. That's looking to be about the right color. Wow, first try. Are you also a photographer? Yes, I am. I am a boudoir and fantasy photographer. You can find my stuff at Wicked Sisters Boudoir on Instagram, or if you Google me, you can probably find me that way too. Um, I've been a photographer professionally and officially since 2021. That's when I started my LLC. But yeah, I've always had a passion for the arts of like all the kinds that I could get my hands on, which I think is why I make such like a decent cosplayer. I don't want to brag. But yeah, like I said, like if you are already practicing something for many years, it becomes easier to adapt that to new skills. I'm like, I have so many hobbies to be honest. And I feel like cosplay is one of those things that like mashes them all together, which is nice because I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place, but when I do cosplay, it's very much like this is my thing. This is where I belong. Gosh, we've already been doing this for like an hour. This is how far I've gotten. Well, I also did like a mini unboxing, but when you have 10 days and this is how far you got, I mean, okay, we're not gonna panic yet. This is the first day. No panicking. Yeah, for sure. You can build the suit, do the makeup, take the photo, edit the photo, so you have like all the creativity at once. Yeah, like I'm my whole team. Like do it all. Like partially because like I have no choice, but also because I enjoy it all. How about you? Do you just do like cosplay or do you like you didn't answer like what do you cosplay? Anything you're working on or maybe your favorite one that you've done? Most proud? It's so weird, honestly. My most proud cosplay is like literally like the first big cosplay that I ever did. My Barbarian Armor Link. He's freaking cool, right? Insane too, but gosh. I also wear him to like everything. Except for right now, he's kind of busted. He needs to be fixed. Fix him up eventually. It's really hard to go back and fix up cosplays when you have like so many like cosplays waiting to be done. Like that meme of like your cosplay like in the back just watching you build a whole new cosplay. Like really, really, you just really, as it's like busted and in pieces, just crying for help. Really, you're gonna start a whole new cosplay and you're gonna do it in 10 days and you couldn't spare a day to fix me? What the heck? My Fallout one for sure. I'm still adding pieces here and there for it. Oh, yes, there's been so many Fallout cosplays since the series came out. I was at C2E2 and like there's so many. There's even like a full-on knight armor. It was so freaking cool. I have no Fallout cosplays. Um, but I feel like that would be like like a regular like Vault Dweller would be like super chill and cool. I feel like Fallout is the new like has been hotel for this year. Like so many people are doing it. So popular. But yeah, super cool. I love the Doom franchise, so I have made the Doom Slayer, and at the moment I'm working on Marauder from Doom Eternal, and yes, I'm also a fantasy photographer. Oh, so I get ya. That's super cool. Uh, I want to look you up now, but I want to see your work. Ah! Hold on, let me see if I can just. Dude, is this you? Holy shit. This stuff is amazing. I honestly wish I had more time for like crazy edits, but oftentimes I don't. Sheesh. That's so cool. I feel like this one is longer, so I need to make this come up just a little bit more. Yeah, it looks better. I was thinking of making like a vault dweller at some point, but then like I actually sat down and thought about it, and I was like, I would have to sew the entire suit, and that's where that conversation ended. Thank you. Okay, you're so welcome. I've had my vault suit in cosplay rotations for years. Now people will know what it's from because my coworkers never knew when I'd wear it for Halloween. Yeah, that's super true. Like I've heard of Fallout before, but I've never actually like played the game. I guess like I automatically just assumed that it was just another like stupid shooter game. Don't hurt me for saying that, but I'm not really one for shooter games, but after like the show came out, like I watched it because all my friends were saying that it was so good, so I watched it, and then like I actually started researching the game, and there's actually a storyline to it, which I prefer games with like really good storylines versus games where you just go in, shoot the crap, and then that's it. But so maybe someday I will give it a shot, but um I think I just messed that up. It's fine. Everything is fine. So yeah, anyways, before the show came out, I wouldn't have recognized really Fallout characters. Um, but the show was really good. The game looks freaky. And I could totally just ask my brother to like game share it with me and play it, but having the time to actually play it is the hard part. I've got a con to crunch for. There's so much lore. Careful with that rabbit hole. I love lore to be like sometimes like if I'm just like working, I'll totally have like video game lore on like YouTube or whatever, just like in the background as I'm like working on something. If I'm like editing photos or working on cosplay. Um, yeah. Nice crispy lines. What should I work on next, guys? I kind of just picked up the easiest thing and started working. I'm not sure, like, what you guys want to see me do. What you guys want to see me struggle on. This color looks so perfect as it's drying. Oh, I'm excited. It's definitely a little bit patchy though, so I would definitely have to do 2 coats like I said, but the color is correct to the reference, and that is the main part. I think this guy's a little bit too skinny. Should I bring him out? I think it needs to come out both sides. Just a little bit. I don't I don't actually know how to add like emotes or like the those like channel points. That might not be something that I have yet. Just like thinking I'm thirsty. I need that hydrate button. You guys will just have to forcefully tell me. Or I will tell you guys, drink your water, or else. Refreshing. Okay. I think I need to make the bottom a bit more. So I want to make this a bit more sharp up here. Okay. And then expand to band the bottom. Yeah. Okay. So the nice thing about streaming is it's showing me exactly how long that process takes. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship with that. Like, oh, it took me that long, but like, oh, it took me that long. Okay. Some things you just have to accept. And my perfectionist self needs to accept that sometimes things take me longer than I think. This is why I'm often crafting until the wee hours of the morning. Not even the night, the morning. I feel like this one looks funky compared to the others. This one. Funky it shall be. Go ahead and work on a second coat of paint on these. Thank you for the follow! Eee, we're at 9 followers now. That grew fast. Thank you guys so much. Okay. I am almost done with painting this. Guys, let me know what you want me to work on next as far as like the cosplay. I am bad at planning what to do first and last. Basically, I usually save the hardest parts for last, which usually kicks my butt. Like for Barbarian Armor Link, I saved his helmet like for the last. Like the whole headpiece I did in 1 week, dude. It was the worst. And then for Queen Sonia, I did her. I was working on like sewing her like dress up until the day of the competition, basically. Like, oh my gosh, it was such a mess. I stayed up so late just sewing. Maybe that's why yeah, I do not like sewing. And I saved it for the last, which was not fun. I'm just trying to fill in all these little grooves because it is like a ribbed type shirt. So these ribs are, these little like indents are showing the light pink still, and I want to get this dark pink in there. It's a lot of paint that I just globbed on there. Oh my gosh. Ah. I swear I could spend all day just making sure everything is looking perfect. Alright, I think I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna go wash this brush off right away to make sure that it doesn't ruin my brush. Also, a little hack, if you have like Tupperware containers, like from like eating Chinese food or whatever, this is a great way to keep your paint kind of wet. It lasts only like a day or two, but it's better than, you know, not being able to eat lunch because you're worried that your paint is gonna dry. So I'm gonna go wash my paintbrush really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so puffy paint does come out of a paintbrush really well if you wash it right away. In case you needed to know that. Hello, Notch Gaming! Gotta get you to affiliate so you can rake in some subs here. You're be getting Chinese food now? Oh, that sounds delicious. I made sushi yesterday and I had some leftovers this morning, so I ate that. Which isn't really Chinese food, but it's what I had to eat today, okay? I could always go for Chinese food though, to be honest. Let me know what you get if you're actually seriously going to get Chinese food right now. Yeah. Oh, we are at 10 followers now, actually, thanks to you. Thank you. Um, Super appreciate that. So, I don't think my goal is even set up there. I don't I don't know how to set up this stuff. I literally threw together this stream setup right before I was streaming. Because I like didn't really set a time to stream because I'm like, I'm just gonna work on this whenever I have time. So yeah, I just threw this together. Um, but it's looking pretty cute so far. I might definitely change it for next stream if I have time to mess with it more. Um, I need to figure out like all the ins and out of like the buttons and stuff. Because like I know you can have like follower goal and then like when people follow you it'll like pop up on the screen and the like the points and stuff too. Yeah. But we're at almost an hour and a half now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm gonna continue crafting as soon as I figure out what I'm gonna work on next. Um, I'm at that point where I'm like scared to continue. I do have to paint the leggings still with the same technique. Part of me kind of wants to let this try to see how this works with the puffy paint if I need to be like any different with it or like do multiple layers even further than what I already did. So, yeah, I might save that part. Uh, so we pretty much have his shirt done unless it needs another layer. His shirt is done. Also, so looking at these reference pictures, it looks like these like metal pieces. Like I can't tell. Like the metal pieces on his arms. In this picture, they're not connected to his shirt, but in a different reference picture, like it looks like it's over his shirt. Um, Still trying to decide how I'm going to connect this to my arm. So, and then that red band. So I'm thinking if there's a way that I can make that silver band and then connect it to the sleeve of the shirt and then connect the afro piece to the silver piece, then that would keep it up because it'd be holding onto the shirt. And then pretty much for that red band, it would go around. I should check if I have red fabric. If I have any red fabric laying around, that would be easy to just put over the afro. Like just lay it across. Because yeah, this is like really fluffy, and if you put anything on it, it's gonna have an indent in it. I should not have these on the floor. They're getting dirty. Um, like if I put anything too heavy over it, it's gonna have an indent. And I don't think I want that. So maybe fabric over the top of it. And then it would go under, and that would... So I would probably glue the fabric to the wig and then like have Velcro underneath my arm here. I should probably center myself, like, and that would also help keep it on. So it would be attached up here, and maybe I would have like Velcro up here too to connect it. I think that's what I would do. I wonder if I should spray these or anything so that they keep their fluffy shape. I've never actually worked with afros before, so it's always been like straight wig, crimped, curled, whatever. Not, let's make this fluffy and round. um, shoot. Do I want to open these? I was picturing these to be bigger, to be honest. Hoping they will still work. Oh, this is actually my first time also using like foam mats. This one's indented. Oh, fuck. Okay. I usually just use EVA foam for stuff. So, the problem with his arms pieces is that like it comes up to his elbow, but then for the elbow piece, there's this like round piece that comes up. So, deciding how big I want to make these. Possibly cutting these off. Actually, how do they interlace? Let me see. Also, I'm really happy with this color. I don't think I'm gonna have to like paint the whole thing too. When I saw that there was pink ones, I was like, that's I need pink, so I might as well try it. Like, so I might just take this like same puffy paint color and just paint over that instead of painting the entire foam piece. Part of these, there's like little tiny holes in these that I might want to fix, but I don't know if I have time for that. Because then I would have to paint the entire thing, so I think we're just not going to paint these, and we're just going to paint the designs on them. These two, well, yeah, these don't interlock as well as I thought they would, so I'm just going to have to cut all of these things off and then glue them that way. Thinking if these are in there, it's not going to be cute. Like, you're going to see the seams, so... Gosh, I'm not going to be able to fill the seams either if I'm not painting them. I'm just thinking about how ugly this is going to be now. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be ugly. It's definitely not going to be like a competition piece. Um, so yeah, if you're thinking of making your own Frankie, you would have to like fill your cracks, if you know what I mean. So I believe I got a panel per each side. So I should have 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I got 8 of these. Let me check the chat quick. All of these tabs. No chats. Okay. Hopefully this crinkling is not too loud. I'm sorry if it is. Sorry. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get these at least cut. I don't know if I'm gonna glue these on streams because I need to wear a respirator with that. So, and I have a cat, so I don't like doing stuff like that inside with his poor little nosies. Sorry. Okay, we're almost done. Sorry. Okay, done with crinkly noises. Okay, let's see. Alright, I don't know if... I wish these were just a little bit thicker, because then I could have used them. Maybe for the outside one, because the outside one is thinner. Yeah, because there's one like down here, and then there's a big one up here. So maybe for the lower one, I can just... Do you fit my bicep? Ah, it does, perfectly. Okay, so cut the tabbies off, and this will be the bottom piece. And then I wonder if... Ooh, these two fit together. Kind of. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit funky, but I could do this for the bottom piece. And I do have to paint it because it's silver, so I could put this as like... Do I have enough of these? I don't know. Everyone? Oh, I have more of them behind me. Okay, yes I do. Alright, so for the top piece, I could do like this. And then what I would do is I would lay a layer of foam clay over it to get rid of the marks and make it seamless. And then I would add the bumpies. Okay. So, stuff everywhere. Okay. I want to cut these tabbies off, I believe. It's always nerve-wracking when you start doing something that can't be undone. Okay, so scissors is not terrible so far. Woo! And so it has begun. I wonder if you can sand this type of foam. I also have a Dremel. I know a Dremel will go through it, but I wonder if it'll be like nasty. It's gonna be nasty if I do it that way. We're gonna figure it out, I guess. Ah. Ideally, a flat edge. Ideally. Yeah, because this is not flat. Shoot. I'll probably sand it. I have an X-Acto knife somewhere that I could probably fix those pieces. We'll see. I wonder if these, you have to heat them up, like with EVA foam. Like I said, it's my first time using foam mats. They're quite a bit cheaper, so I will probably use them again. Don't try this at home, kids. No, that doesn't work. Not terrible though. You know what I need is like a really good, like long box cutter. I have box cutters, but they're all pretty short. With just like a standard razor blade in them. I'm gonna move this so that it doesn't get meshed up. Yeah, it's cute. Well, my cat just stole my spot. He'd just be chilling in my chair. Hydrate, folks. Yummy water. I'm not sure if this is any better. Because for shaving it is somewhat better for shaving these pieces though. Okay, don't cut it like that. Oh, I may have just messed that piece up. Alright. Cut with the grain. There's like a hole in the foam here now. Oopsies. me while I intensely focus on this shaving of the foam mats. Still trying to think of like how I'm going to fill these holes. The cracks. I guess that's something to worry about for later. Because I can assess better once it's in front of me. It's such nice material. Soft. Part of me wants to message somebody and be like, can you sand foam mats? But I feel like that's just a simple question where I just have to sand it. Find out myself. If any of you have any tips for working with foam mats, now would be the time to give me them. Give me all of your cosplay tips. I feel like all of the cosplayers that I follow on like YouTube and stuff, I've never seen them actually use mats. They always use like legit stuff. Like, it's because you're a full-time cosplayer, you can afford that stuff. You know, I can afford real foam too, but I want this to be a budget cosplay. So I can spend money on bigger projects that I'm working on. And when I have two done, I can... Some of these are going to be better than others, I think. I'm also going to be gluing them like this, actually. I think the fact that this side is textured is going to be the problem. So I might dremel that down and then sticker in. And then dremel this side. So that that's nice and smooth. And I will have to do that outside, so off camera at a later date. Should post like updates and stuff because I'll still film myself doing that, so maybe I will either post it to my stories or like in a reel on Instagram. So if you are not following me at KDJ on Instagram, do so that you can keep updated. That's where I'll post like the final pictures and everything too, so right there is my Instagram handle. So I'll also be updating on my story. Every time I go to like a convention and stuff, I always post a bunch to my stories, so you will see me and the full group in our Franky cosplays. Ugh, I'm so excited. Absolutely excited for this. I typically don't do group cosplays just because It's a ton of work and people flake, but this is a big group of people that I know already have Frankie cosplays. Some of them already have them, and some of them are already in the works. They're also going to be wearing this to more than one con, from my understanding. So, if you are local to the States and go to Colossalcon and want to also cosplay as Frankie, um, I believe they have like a Day Zero channel too. Totally gonna promote for them. Let me see. So I'm gonna follow this guy. Uh, Con Day Zero. Con Day Zero. They usually do fun stuff for local cons, and they travel a bit too. Um, just a good, fun party group. Very good, very friendly people. But I love them, and I think the more Frankies, the better. Of course, obviously, we'll show. There should be like One Piece meetups too that we can hit up and have a bunch of Frankies. I need to cut these faster. I've been spending too much time on this. Boop. 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 Be gone, tabby doos. Dude, what's up? He's a good boy. Frankie cosplay crafting has begun. Ah. Alright. Continue chopping these off. Where you going, dude? He's just gonna do his own thing. Yeah. I wish I had cosplay tips. This Day Zero is Witches and Wizards. Yeah, so for Prime it's Witches and Wizards for Day Zero, but I believe they were talking about doing like other cons with Frankie, so I'm not sure if they're doing a Day Zero, a different one. I believe Friday was the day that we decided for Frankie for Colossalcon Prime because I believe that's the meetup for One Piece. So, yeah. But I'm just trying to get people to join the Con Day Zero Instagram, so we can do more. I honestly, I have a witch, but it's not really a cosplay. It's just like a classic witch. I'm wondering if I could like adapt a cosplay into like a witch. You know what I mean? Like a crossover almost. Like it would have to be like a really noticeable like wig and stuff. Like how people do bunny versions. Like I could do a witch version of like Lucy from Cyberpunk or something. That would be kind of cool. Or if there's a better one. Yeah, that's my little dude. He already walked off. Yes, Kaneki, my little kitty cat. He's a good cat. Anything can be a witch if you slap a hat on it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if, like I have a character that's easily recognizable enough, like Lucy from Cyberpunk, and I just like wear a wait, my witch hat with her. Like I have a really freaking awesome witch hat. Like it's really like big, and then like the hat like curls in the back, so it's super cool. Um, I love him. Yeah, I love my kitty too. He's a good boy. He's always like near me. He must have went to go downstairs for a bit to chill. He was chilling on my desk chair for a bit there. And he came to check out what we're doing. He's a good little dude. Um, do you guys have what witch you're doing? Witch and wizard you're doing for day zero? I haven't even thought of like other costs. No, I'm lying. I did think of it. It would be in my millions of pictures. I did create a Colossalcon lineup. Canva, where is my Canva folder? Canva, there she be. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really label what days I'm doing. So obviously I'm doing Frankie Friday. And then I basically brought like swimsuits. So I have casual swim Zelda. So that's just the swimsuit from Michael Costumes, and then with leggings if I don't want to wear it in the pool. And then I also have Shinobu from Demon Slayer that I could wear. And I was thinking of bringing Lucy again because I haven't worn her a ton. I'm like, can I show this? Uh, oh, there's a glare, but yeah. Day zero, or yeah, Colossalcon Prime lineup basically. So I'm thinking I always do like Zelda or Link, so that would be kind of cool, but I feel like they're not goth enough for it. I feel like if it's a witch, it has to be like black and spooky. So maybe I could do like, oh, dude, I could do like, no, I think that would do too much. I could just do like a Star Wars character. Because I have lightsabers and I've been meaning to bring my lightsabers to a convention, especially for like raves and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. But I think that might be too much crossover. I think who else do I have? I think Lucy would be my only cosplay character that would be like recognizable and fitting enough. I'm doing witch adjacent necromancer Harrow Hawk. Dude, you're gonna be badass as that. You're always dressed in like badass cosplays, and I love that for you. Pastel witches are cute too. Yeah, they can be. But like I said, my hat is black, so I feel like it would have to be like a cosplay that's mostly black. It doesn't have to be gothy, and Star Wars would be cool. Star Wars would be cool. But I'm wondering if that's too much crossover, because I don't specifically have a Star Wars character. Just have lightsabers, and yeah. Gosh, now I'm just like in thinking mode of. You know what I need to create is like a spreadsheet or like a one of those wheel spins of all my cosplays so that I know what cosplays that I have because I feel like I'm having a lot and unless I built them by hand or like wear them all the time, I don't know which cosplays I have to pick from. And I feel like a spin the wheel chart would be easy. Just be like, well, you don't know what to wear. Here's a wheel. I feel like every time I spin like a wheel on something though, or like somebody decides something for me, I just like still have to think about it. I'm not just like, okay, it has been decided. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, so I'm not gonna do it. So I'm very bad at making decisions. I just think about it forever, and then I ask people for their opinion, and then I ignore their opinion unless their opinion is good. Pink Franky! Yes! Oh, I'm actually really excited for him. I'm glad I started researching like different Frankie styles because I haven't actually seen this version of him. I haven't watched a ton of One Piece, as you guys probably know, but I started watching it because of y'all. To be honest, I didn't want to because I was like, it's way too many episodes. I don't have time for that. The rabbit hole has been gone down. um, but yeah, I'm super excited for Pink Frankie, and I think this version is going to be like the easiest because I don't have to make the huge shoulder pieces. I just have to use these wigs, so that'll be easier. And I found pink foam mats. They're pink, so that means I don't have to paint the entire thing. Filling the cracks is going to be a challenge, but this isn't meant to be like a competition piece, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun, right? So, I've watched far too much One Piece. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my gosh, how do I get rid of this? Okay, there we go. I feel like I got into anime a little bit late, so I'm like really behind on a lot of things. So when people are like, you should watch, and I'm just like, I have a million things on my you should watch list. um, but yeah, seeing something that I want to cosplay is definitely helpful to getting me to actually watch things, because I like to know about things instead of just being like, I'm cosplaying as. Just because. Although I'll also just like go down the rabbit hole on YouTube of researching. Especially for like when I'm photographing for other people and I don't know their character very well. Like I'll literally just do research on it so that I do know stuff about it. But yeah, One Piece is very good, but it's very long. We have been streaming for 2 hours now. Wow. I think I'm probably gonna finish cutting these up and then probably end stream so that I can sand these outside and get these glued up outside, and then that way they have time to dry, and then next stream I can actually glue them all together and we could or not glue them all together, start painting them, and then yeah, so paint them and figure out how we're gonna attach them. And find some red fabric for these. I want to find red fabric, I think. That would be the best option for covering those. And I do have Velcro. Velcro I can add on camera here. That will be easy to hot glue on or sew. I don't want to sew it. I'm not sewing on camera. This is a no-sew cosplay, okay? Sewing is of the devil. So. Got these. I need to figure out how big I want to make them too. I should have taken measurements of Russ's, but his are probably too big. I know they're definitely too big. When I put them on, I was like, dude, it takes up my like they came up to like here on me. It was insane. We have successfully cut tons of bricks. Yeah. I think they should be square, right? Square? Yes, square. Okay. So, how big do we want the box? Check the reference photo. What I should do is make like a mock-up with cardboard and then go in. Cause yeah, they're freaking huge. Like they're bigger than the wigs that are on his arms. I mean, like they're bigger than the shoulder pieces. Like also keeping them on is gonna be a challenge. This box. Is that the right size? I think this is too small. Is it too small though? I'm just gonna destroy this box for the sake of testing size. That seems too small, right? Hmm. These wigs just pick up everything. Everything. I don't know where the net for this guy went. Well, that's not quite dry. Cardboard mock-up time. They really are just squares. They're not like, they don't like come down at all. It's just like a straight square. It's not colorful. The ear. Okay. So that's gonna be gigantic on my arm. I feel like gigantic. Not quite this big. So let's cut this to size. It really doesn't seem that big. Let me put it like that. Right, that's too big. Is that a cookie themed character? No, he's actually based off of like a Japanese cherry tree, so like the flowers on it. Like the like his shirt pattern, I believe these are like actually like flower petals from like a cherry tree. So that's why he's like all pink and cute and kawaii as fuck. But yeah, he is cute themed. I'm like second guessing how much I want to cut off of this pattern. Do I want to make it like this big? I'm trying to figure out the size that I want to make his big arm pieces. I can't bend it this way. I'll have to cut it. That seems about right. It just looks ridiculous this way on my arm because of how skinny my wrist is. This way versus like this way. But I think that's about the right size. Oh, cherry blossoms. His shoulders look like those fancy cookies, macaroons. Do they? Hold on. Oh yeah, I mean I guess I do kind of see that, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't unsee it now. Yes. macaroons, Franky. Okay, so put this on top. Dang, it seems like huge. Hmm. What do you guys think? Is this like too big for the arm pieces? This is hard to show. Like, should I have tape? Do I have tape up here? I gotta have tape up here. Ow, I have a needle in there. Give me. Ah, okay. Tape mock-ups. Aha! This is your sign to do mock-ups instead of just cutting into. I lost my train of thought because I started reading this comment. I could be wrong, but I think that was the design choice to make them look like macarons. Possibly. That would be super cool if it was. Um, yeah. Do I need to make like a full mother? I don't think I have enough cardboard for that. It's gonna be ghetto. It's fine. Yes, this is your sign to do mock-ups, because otherwise you waste precious, expensive materials, even if you're doing a budget build like I'm doing. Maybe the Japanese eat a lot of macaroons during the cherry blossom season. I think eating a lot of macaroons at any season is delicious and highly recommended. Okay. This just seems too big. Right? No? Yes? Maybe? Is this super enough? Getting this on camera is hard when it doesn't have another side. I'm gonna do something. That's about the right size. Well, the chat's kind of keeping up now, so that's good. Okay. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten a macaron. They're really delicious. They are kind of expensive and a lot of work if you're trying to make them or buy them, but they are super delicious. Um, I do enjoy them a lot, but I feel like for how small they are, they're like definitely like a more of a luxury type treat because of how small they are and how delicious they are. They're not like too sweet either, I feel like, for the ones I've had, I guess. This mock-up is falling apart, kind of. Somebody is sending me TikToks. You should be watching my stream instead of sending me TikToks. Okay. This tape is not sticking at all. What do we think? Super. Oh, it's like falling apart. You stay. Is that about the right size, or does it need to be skinnier? As it falls apart. The frustration. Did you tell them that? No. Should I? Like, it's funny. This video is great and all. However, you know what's better? Watching me struggle to make a cosplay. What do we think about the sizing on this as it falls apart? Again. Is it Frankie sized? I feel like it's huge, but also small at the same time. Thoughts? Spell wonderful. Just wonderful. As I'm probably gonna head out soon anyways, since I have somewhere to be. I have to clean up this mess. I have to Dremel these edges down and get this nice and smooth, because right now it is not smooth at all. Um, so gluing them together is gonna be hard. So I'm gonna go outside, Dremel these edges down, glue them together, figure out the sizing on these things. I might message my friend who already has a Frankie and see what size they made theirs, and see if I can get any tips from them as far as that. Wait for this to dry, see how this works, and then I can do the tights. So, find some red fabric. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream. I made a big mess and started creating something hopefully really awesome. And I can't wait to wear it to Colossalcon Prime. If you are going to be there, come say hello on Friday. I will hopefully be in this all day if it doesn't fall apart on me. um, but yeah, should be a fun time. Um, and I don't really have a stream schedule currently, so if you want to catch updates, make sure you're following me on Instagram at KDJAE. And yeah, hope to see you again. I have to go all the way over there to end the stream. Um, but yeah, I will be sporadically jumping in here every once in a while to uh, randomly cosplay when I have time. But yeah. Also, hi Jason, you finally showed up. You sent me so many TikToks. I were reposting TikToks, but you weren't here. Glad to see you're finally here though. But I'm leaving. I have other things to do. No, it's totally fine. I just thought it was funny to be honest. Um, catch the next stream. I usually post on my Instagram that hey, I'll be streaming at some point. I'll try to be more accurate with the time next time, but yeah, it was a busy day. Yeah, a busy day for me too. I actually have a party to get to, birthday party, so yeah. Thanks again, everybody, and I have to figure out how to stop streaming. Thank you guys so much once again. Bye bye!